Here is the story of one who was faithful to his vision, FB. Being a true imaginist, remembered what he had heard in his imagination. Thus he writes, a friend who knows my passionate fondness for opera tried to get Kirsten Flagstad's complete recording of Tristan and Isolde for me at Christmas. In over a dozen record stores, he was told the same thing. RCA Victor is not reissuing this recording, and there have been no copies available since June. On December 27th, I determined to prove your principle again by getting the album I desired so intensely. Lying down in my living room, I mentally walked into a record shop I patronized, and I asked the one salesman whose face and voice I could recall, do you have Flagstad's complete Isolde? He replied, yes, I have. That ended the scene, and I repeated it until it was real to me. Felt natural. Late that afternoon, I went to that record shop to physically enact the scene. Not one detail supplied by the senses had encouraged me to believe I could walk out of that shop with those records. I had been told last September by the same salesman in the same shop, the same story my friend had received there before Christmas. Approaching the salesman I had seen in imagination that morning, I said, do you have Flagstad's complete Isolde? Excuse me. He replied, no, we haven't. Without saying anything audible to him, I said inwardly, that's not what I heard you say. He said that in here. As I turned to leave the shop, I noticed on a top shelf what I thought to be an advertisement of this set of records, and remarked to the salesman, if you don't have the merchandise, you shouldn't advertise it. That's right, he replied, and as he reached up to take it down, discovered it to be a complete album with all 5 records. The scene wasn't played exactly as I had constructed it, but the result confirmed what my imagined scene implied. How can I thank you? FB. That was to Neville, of course. After reading FB's letter, we must agree with Anthony Eden that an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. FB's fancy, fusing with the sense field of the record shop, enriched aspects of it and made them his, what he perceived. Our future is our imagining in its creative march. FB used his imagination for a conscious purpose representing life as he desired it to be, and thereby affecting life instead of merely reflecting it. So sure was he that his imaginal drama was the reality and the physical act but a shadow, that when the salesman said, no, we haven't, FB mentally said, that's not what I heard you say. He not only remembered what he had heard, but he was still remembering it. Imagining the wish fulfilled is the seeking that finds, the asking that receives, the knocking to which is opened. Let me repeat that sentence. Imagining the wish fulfilled is the seeking that finds, the asking that receives, the knocking to which is opened. He saw and heard what he desired to see and hear, and would not take no, we haven't for an answer. The imaginist dreams while awake. He is not the servant of vision, but the master of the direction of his attention. Imaginative constancy controls perception of events in space-time. Unfortunately, most men are ever-changing like a joyless eye that finds no object worthy inconstancy. I tell you,